president of the forum when I was the only Kenyan delegation who made it to the forum. And it was a very somber mood because some MPs from Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo almost swept each other by feet. You know, that's how intensive the conflict in the region is. And on the issue of the rape of women and displacement of women, a lot of them are actually affected deeply more than just rape. A lot of them are traumatized and depressed. But I want to profoundly thank the Republic of Uganda because they have, I think, one of the largest refugee camps in the world, which is in Western Uganda. It's called Nakivale Refugee Camp. And they have one of the best refugee policies in the world because they have a free policy where all refugees are welcomed to join the camp from whichever country. And in the Great Lakes region, they are accommodating about refugees from 12 countries. And in the same breath, I would like to also thank our country, our beloved nation of Kenya, under the stewardship of former President Uhuru Kenyatta, because there are about 22 refugees in the camp, and upon visiting it, we were told that these refugees were brought back to the country and integrated back to the community. And I truly, truly want to challenge the African leaders, because all the problems and the displacement and the wars, the displacement and level of trauma that the war is causing in the African soils is very, very tremendous and regrettable, because a lot of these conflicts emanate from poor leadership, from poor decisions, and from negligence of the roles and the duties bestowed upon us by our people, our citizens, our constitution, and God Almighty. And I was very heartbroken in Nakivale when I actually saw very young children, about 4-year-old, running after us and begging us for education. All they want is education. The other major issue that Uganda is facing, we have visited the regional director of the UNHCR, and one of the largest problems they were facing is actually funding. And then United States of America being one of the biggest funders was I think quite strained to say, and we need, as African nations, especially those nations that have stability, we need to contribute more into this into the refugee camps. I also thank Kenya, because Kenya has also a refugee camp in Dadaab, and for those of us sitting in the comfort zone, you have no idea the magnitude of pain and disaster that war is causing across our continent. And with that, Madam Speaker, I also thank all my colleagues for participating very passionately. I don't know the criteria they use to choose the members who sit in this committee, but I think all of us are very strong Pan-Africanists, and whenever we are on that forum, Kenyans stand out because we seem to be well versed with whatever is happening within our continent and very passionate. And being a leading democracy in Africa, proudly to say, we have been leading the negotiation very well. Even my colleague Cherage mentioned that we have our forces in DRC. It's a question of dialogue. It's an issue of dialogue. When we bring Rwanda, DRC, and Central African Republic to the table and make them converse, because I always believe that the person who creates poison has the cure for poison. So once we make it a collective responsibility across the continent to ensure that these countries sit and discuss these issues, putting the people first, I'm sure we will achieve a lot. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Senator Hezena. Honorable Senator.